Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel and happy Friday, October 1st. We're gonna go into the last quarter of this year, really breaking the rules. I'm gonna be doing this beautiful smoky eye look with you, taking you step by step. It is not intimidating, ladies. I want you to feel free. I want you to feel like you can get messy and you can play with makeup and it can be all over your face like it is in my video today. So ladies, are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. Hair is up, rocker shirt is on. I'm ready to do this, ladies. I am so excited about Friday, about October, about the weekend, and putting color on my face. I always usually play it safe, and I thought, you know what, we're gonna just go for it. We're gonna put on a beautiful smoky eye. You can do this no matter what age you are, no matter what hair color you have. I'm going to just go in very quickly and prep my skin. I'm gonna take the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Primer. Just keeping it very, very simple today. I'm going to put this on my face. It's going to hydrate. It's going to give me a nice base to my skin. I want my skin, especially with more of a smoky eye and more of a nude lip, I want my skin to really stand out. That's really important because the focus is going to be drawn to my eyes, but I want my skin to really just look beautiful and go with the whole feeling. My face primer is on, moisturizing, smells beautiful. It's like essential oil of orange, and it just really makes you feel calm and ready for your makeup. I'm gonna go in with my Lancome eye cream. Again, I love this eye cream. I feel like it's almost like an eye mask when I put this on, and I feel that my concealer looks better because my eye is so hydrated, especially in this like outer corner there. And I really have been loving this eye cream. I'm gonna go in just for the little mist. This is my ELEMIS Rose Mist. It just feels so good. I feel like I need a little pick-me-up, get ready for my beautiful eyes going into the cream shadow liner. Now this is going to be a really great technique for you to keep in your back pocket of your makeup tips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the base of my lashes, and you can do an eye primer if you want to, but since I'm going in with a cream and I'm going darker, I don't really feel like I need that extra step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the base of my lashes, and I really want to, you know what's so fun about this, ladies? This look doesn't have to be perfect. Like, you can be messy, you can be carefree, you can say, you know what? I don't have to be so precise, which is really a fun look. I love doing this because it's like stress-free. It's like supposed to be sexy and smoldery, and it's not perfect. So don't sit there and try to like make this perfect smoky eye, because you want that element of, okay, it looks good, but it doesn't look perfect. You don't want it to look so perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going at the base, and I load it up at the base. You can use your finger now to kind of work it into the skin. But this is what's really nice about this, is that I'm giving my, see how it goes up here? Like I open my eye and it's up here? Great, I don't mind. So I can start working from the base on my lid, and I'm going to just really give this as my first step. So you can see how beautiful. It's just really coming together, and it's just the cream shadow right now. So I'm going to keep building up, but I really want, you're going to see that this is going to be just the all over base. Don't go higher than the actual crease, like that, right underneath that brow bone. You want to keep this low, and it's okay that this comes up here. We can always blend. But this is what you want to do, is just load it up at the base of the lashes, and then you're going to just take your finger and you're going to place it and move it where you want to. Now I'm going to just take the cream eyeliner and I'm going to go right underneath my lash line to give it that balance. Always take your eye makeup remover pads, the ALMAY pads. You can keep them by your side when you're doing this look for cleaning your fingers off and just kind of cleaning up as you go. So if you feel like you have too much or it's gone too low on the eye, you can just clean it up with an eye makeup remover pad. They are great, stress-free. You can experiment. So now I have the base of my smoky eye. I'm gonna go in with Nick at Night because it's matte and it's in the brown family. One sheer palette here, or one sheen eyeshadow. So I can use that on my brow bone. I can mix these two. I can use this wet if I want to put it as a liner, which is really great. So you can use this shadow, wet your brush, your eyeliner brush, and you can use it as an eyeliner. So it's really nice and multi-purpose, so you can get more out of it than just shadows. If you have at home, and I'm gonna mention these just in case, you can use Headstrong. This is going to give you more of a gray smoky eye. Then you can go into Off the Grid. I showed you a makeup tutorial with this. This is going to be matte, all matte palette, more in the gray family. Kind of that real kind of gray, I always think of like rocky, I gave you, it was like a rocky road kind of makeup tutorial that I did with Off the Grid, kind of going with the name, Off the Beaten Path. And then if you really want to give an extra dimension, this is Silver Linings, and you're gonna have a lot of nice sparkle, which is the metallic silver that's gonna come out. Also, you can use this as a liner if you want that extra kind of pop to the eye and with a liner. So those are 3 different options you can do. You can use whatever you have at home. There's lots of different ways you can do this with different shadows, not just the ones that I'm using here. But I'm going to go in with the cocoa color. I'm going to just take my eyeshadow brush. I always get so much makeup on my hands when I'm doing this look, and that is okay. That's okay. We can just, you know, kind of move swiftly through this. So I have, you know, it's funny, I shouldn't have probably put this many brushes in my Essential Makeup brush kit because it's a little stuffed, but I'm using my Essential Makeup brush kit that you know that I've made for you because I wanted you to have 9 simple brushes and not feel overwhelmed. That is one of the ways I feel that we as women get overwhelmed when we're doing our makeup. We're like, oh my gosh, I have 20 brushes and I don't even know which ones are gonna go with what product. And I just wanted to keep it simple for you. It's 9 brushes. They're very simple. They're short-handled. I didn't love working with long-handled brushes because I could never get really close to the mirror because the brush was always hitting the mirror. So I made them short for you. So I'm gonna go in with this beautiful chocolate matte brown. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at my eyes and I'm going to build up at the base here. I really want, when I open my eye, really that's what you're gonna see. I don't want it to be heavy back in that crease because I want more of the product to be at the base of the lash line, and then I can kind of blend it out. And blending is really an important aspect when you're doing a smoky eye. Remember, you don't have to do as much as I do. You can do a wash of color when it comes to your purples, or maybe you're doing just a natural smoky eye where it's a lot lighter, but you're using the same technique. So I'm gonna go right here, base of the lashes, and it's really half my eye. So that's what I'm going to be doing to really build up this look. I'm gonna take my contour brush here, and I'm not gonna have anything on the brush, and I'm going to start smoking up what I have on my eye. So this is really going into that cream shadow. So I'm gonna just mix up that cream shadow that's already on my eye, blending it so it's now becoming softer in that crease. Now I can see that I have a little separation. I'll just go into the middle chocolate color and I will place it over where I'm seeing my skin through and just keep working in this beautiful shadow. In between, I'm always taking my ALMAY pad, that's my eye makeup remover, and just making sure that I don't have that falling down. I don't have tape. I don't do all of that kind of that stuff to my eyes, ladies. You can, if you want to, put tape underneath your eye on an angle, and then you can just take it off and it's like a nice crisp line. But I find that the tape sometimes irritates my eye, and I'd rather just take my ALMAY pad and just sweep up and take off anything that might be below my eye line. So I'm always crisping it up, keeping it higher so you can see that there's nothing that's falling down here. So yes, it's nice and dark and smoky, really loving it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna go into the sheen because I want to keep this inner corner lighter, and I wanna keep that brow bone, giving it just a little highlight there, and then blending it all together. What I'm doing now is I've just been going with my lightest color, which is a highlighter, taking off the excess. And I've just been going into the corner here and up underneath the brow bone, and I've just highlighted the lid a little bit because it just softened it up a tad. You can see how dense and dark. You can totally do this matte look if you want to, but I really like doing that highlight in the inner corner. So I'm bringing lightness in that inner corner, and then I'm bringing it up and down so everything is blended together, lighter, there's no demarcation, and it just really looks beautiful. I'm going to just curl my lashes, and I'm going to go in with a cream liner, and I'm actually going to go in with a dark brown. So you can go in with a charcoal if you want to. You can go in with a black. Yes, that would be pretty typical to do for a smoky eye like this. But, you know, I don't want to just go over the top with a lot of black. So I'm going to go in with dark brown. This is my Ultimate Cream Gel Liner. It has a little brush at the end, gets in that tight area of the eye, and I can really give this a beautiful definition. So my eyes are dark. Yes, it's all going to come together. I'm very light. I'm going to do a really beautiful lip, and you're going to see that you can make just because I'm using darker colors, you can make this whatever you want to. I'm just giving you the tips and techniques of picking out colors and just 3 colors and blending them. Taking the brush, I loaded up the brush with the dark brown, and I'm going to drag it across the base of my lashes. So I feel that what's really important when you're doing a smoky eye is that you don't put on too thick of the liner, because we already have a lot going on. It's very dark, right? Smoky, it's different, it's a lot, but I love it. I just don't want to overwhelm my eye here with just too much liner or too much going on. I just wanted to really give that thicker lash look before I put on my mascara. So that is my intention, going all the way to the corner of the eye, bringing it down. I love the fact that the gel really gives you that more of that power liner, and you can really see it. That's what you want to do. If you can't see your liner when you open your eye, make it a little bit thicker. Taking some of the gel liner and sweeping it just underneath my eye here. And you know what's going to be so great? Next Friday, ladies, I'm going to do a Get Unready with me, and we're going to take all of this off, and I'm going to show you a really cool new technique that I have just been introduced to for taking off my makeup, because I felt like my makeup was not, I was doing double cleanses, but I still felt like, gosh, my skin doesn't feel clean. And I have a little tool that I'm using, so inexpensive. You're going to love it. I'm going to show you how I take this all off, and it's not stressful, and it all comes off. So I'm going to just do my other eye the same way I did my right eye. So ladies, remember, you can get as messy as you want. I just lost a Velcro curler in the back. That is okay. It's in the back. We won't worry about it coming out. You'll see I have makeup all over my face. And I wanted to thank you for having patience with me with my lighting, and Monday's video is going to be, I don't know, I've just been working, it's new for me. You know, I love changing things up. I will be back in the studio, but for the time being, I want to get out as much content, and it's easier for me to be in the beauty cabana. So thank you for having a little grace when it comes to lighting, or if things don't look perfect, or I can't really see exactly, like I have, you know, extra on my skin that shouldn't be there. So I see a lot when I'm editing. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're just going to work through this. So now we have beautiful liner on, smoky, really pretty. We're going to go in with mascara. I'm going to do some volumizing mascara. Again, you know that I love extra volume. I'm going to do 2 to 3 coats because it is a smoky eye. We don't want to cheat ourselves out of having beautiful thick lashes. Again, you know that I use, see, I can see all of these little extras on my face. So we're going to go to the base and lift up. You know that I love to use this wand because I'm getting every single lash. And what I was just saying before is I use a lash serum. I have been for, I don't know, I keep always, every time I say it, it's like 5 years, 6 years. I've been selling it forever to my lash clients, and they loved it. I loved it. It made a big difference. And that's what I always do for maintenance. So I'm going to go in base of the lashes and lift up. And then I'm gonna go back in with a second or third coat, depending on what I see and how thick and just how I want them with this look. Just doing a little mascara underneath. Of course, you want to really get those lashes underneath, all separated and giving you that definition. Loving how the look is coming together. It's always fun to see more makeup than usual than I normally do. Love this look. And now this is a real good example why I always do the eyes first, because if we have anything, especially with dark colors, you saw how much stuff was all over my face because of my hands. So I have baby wipes right next to me. I can always clean off my hands, but it inevitably gets on my skin. And if I had beautiful foundation on and I had my concealer and I had everything going great, and then I have like black spots, or I had some random concealer, I don't know where that came from. But what's really important now is that there is nothing on my skin but the primer. We're going to go in and really perfect the skin so my skin's hydrated, and so I have a lot of options I can do. It's like, okay, I want my eyes to really stand out. So I want to clean up all this redness, this pigmentation, and really get a beautiful, flawless look, but not be caking on the makeup. I have a lot of eyes going on. So the last thing I want is to have heavy makeup on, right? So we're gonna do a little eye brightener, just gonna go underneath the eyes, keep it simple. And this has a little peach color to it. So it is a color corrector. It is going to brighten the eyes. This is a light, so it's going to not be heavy on my skin. I don't feel like I need to have the lighten up concealer right now. I'm gonna try to get away with just doing the eye brightener. So I can take this all the way up in that corner, go underneath the lash line. Don't get too close, because we know we put that cream shadow and we did a little liner underneath there. I don't want to mix this with it. So I just want to go right until I meet it, bring it down, because this is going to give me a little facelift also. I'm bringing this down, lifting the face. It's kind of like a mini highlight contour, and I'm going to taper it off. We'll work it in, and this is going to really give us that great base of perfecting our skin. Taking my foundation buffing brush, I'm going to work this. I really press it into the skin. You could also take a wet beauty blender if you wanted to and press it into the skin. I usually do that if I have a concealer over it. I like to really press this into the skin, work it in, and then taper it out. So you can see how it lightens my skin. It really is nice because it is light and it's not going to be heavy sitting on my face. I do have texture in my skin. You probably see that more so now with these different lights when I put on. So I don't want something very heavy, really accentuating that. I have this beautiful eye brightener that's going to brighten up that area. And then I'm going to go over with my foundation. Now, I do have some blemishes that are a little red, so I could take my No Redness if I really wanted to kind of, you know, perfect that skin before I put on my foundation. So I see a couple things. I could actually take my concealer brush and detail like any redness around my nose. I have a little, that blemish seems to be staying there forever. So I could just do anything that I see like redness. I could just kind of spot treat with my No Redness Beauty Stick, medium to full coverage. It's a cream to powder finish, beautiful. Take the same foundation brush and just work it in. So now I've just lifted the color. It's going to not show through my foundation, which is what I would love it not to do. And around my nose, sometimes I just get that redness and I don't want that. So we are going to just spot treat, then go in with our foundation. I'm going in with my La Mer foundation. I haven't used this in a while, ladies, and I'm really kind of feeling it today. So I use Shell, the number is 110, and I literally use a pump. It is expensive, yes. I did a blog post on it doing cost per wear, because that's how I justify things. Lasts me about 4.5 months. I love how my skin looks. It's totally worth it for me. I did do a dupe, but the dupe now has been discontinued, so we're on a mission again. But until the meantime, I'm going to use this beautiful serum foundation. It just lets my skin come through. It has that miracle broth, so I feel like it's more of a skin treatment and foundation together, SPF 20. It's just I really love, that's a really big takeaway for me, is that when I look at my skin in the mirror when I'm wearing this, I feel really good. I feel really confident. It makes my whole day a little bit brighter when my skin looks really beautiful. So I'm going to just work this into my skin, get that flawless finish. I'll take at the ends, I'll go down on my jawline, and then I'll come down on my neck so everything is incorporated together. So you can see this is a lightweight foundation. So it's like a serum foundation that is perfect. You get a little glow to the skin. Do you see that? That beautiful radiance in the skin, offsetting my very smoky eye, very pretty and very appropriate. It's not over the top. Now, I know it can get a little scary to do this, but again, like I had said, you can go in with any colors that you want. If you have a favorite color that's maybe just in like our strong brew, if you have like soft cocoa colors, you can definitely build up with the darkest color in the palette. Have fun, experiment, ladies. You never know if it's going to look good on you unless you try. And when you modify it for your eyes, so say you're 65 or say you're 75 and you're like, well, I really would like to try that, but I think it's going to age me or it's not going to look good. Try it and see. Take a selfie and say, wow, that's a little bit too much, or I don't like that look. Modify it for yourself. Maybe you just do heavier eyeliner and you do a wash of color on the eye, or you do something a little bit different for yourself. That's what I want for you, is to experiment, because unless you do it, you don't know, right? So a lot of women can say, oh, that would never look good on me, or I would never do that. Or if you don't like it, that's one thing. But if you're already taking yourself out of the game and you haven't even tried it, you haven't even swiped on a dark color, you don't know. So don't start limiting yourself before you try it, because I'm telling you, I've had more women sit in my makeup chair and they, oh no, I would never, oh, that color won't look good. Let me show you. Let me apply it for you. So you have me to help you in guiding you in how to do a smoky eye. Simple, easy, it's not too much. And I can say that because I practiced. All you have to do is practice, ladies. So beautiful skin. Now we're gonna go in with Nikita Banana. You know, it's my alter ego, but we're gonna go in with Nikita Banana and we're going to just brighten the skin. This is a beautiful, very, very fine triple milled powder that is tinted with that yellow brightening. So we're going to take our powder brush and we're going to, I usually just do T-zone, but I like to get underneath the eye, especially with the dark smoky eye, underneath, and then I do T-zone. I'm going to go in with my Classic Beach face palette. And the reason I like this, and I created it for when I was going to HSN, I'd be in the green room trying to get ready for going on air, and I would be like, where's my bronzer? Oh my gosh, I have to warm up my skin for camera, or where's my blush, or where's the highlighter? And I was constantly like in my makeup bag, like a total crazy psycho, like digging, like, where is it? Where is it? You know, it's like all over, like it's there, but I couldn't find it. So I developed a palette that would have everything, so I would know where it was and I wouldn't get super crazy before I would go on air. So I would have my bronzer, my blush, and my highlighter, and I could quickly do it and feel calm and pulled together still, and not like a crazy frazzled person. So I'm gonna go first in with the bronzer. I think this is really important with this look to give that definition to your cheekbones. Now, a great tip, ladies, is top of the ear, straight down. That's where you're going to put your bronzer. You're just working with color theory. Darkness is going to recede, going to chisel out that face. That's why we bring it down on the jawline. We want to give that structure. So a nice tip is go to the top of your forehead, come down underneath the cheek where I just showed you where to apply it. You know where to apply it because of your ear as your guide, and then come down on the jawline, backwards 3. So always remember, backwards 3 on either side, giving you that beautiful contour. Just moving down the palette to the middle color. This is my blush, using the same brush. That's fine that it has a little bronzer on it still. I'm going to just give that peachy sheen to my skin right over the bronzer. And then I can move over to the highlighter if I want to. I'm going to take my flat foundation brush and I can go in nice and easy if I wanted to highlight just the top of my cheekbone there. You can get really creative with your highlighter if you want to go down the nose, if you want to add a little bit on your brow bone. But we're going to go right into brows. So I'm going to just take my brow fix and I'm going to just get my brows going straight up, glossed, and covering those gray brows that I do have. A lot of people ask me, do you have gray brows? Oh, yes, I do. And the way I just combat that, so I don't think about it, is I use a brow fix. So you can use a clear. If you don't have gray brows, you can use blonde. We have brunette, dark brunette, and I'm using cocoa. Just a little structure to my brows. Onto our lips. You know, this is my favorite part. I'm going to use a nude waterproof liner, and I'm going to line my lips, giving them that structure. I need structure as I age. They seem to disappear, even though I do have fuller lips, they seem to disappear. And I want to just arch them and give them that beautiful definition. If you want to have a powderier top lip, what I do is I just connect my Cupid's bow. I don't dip down, I just connect the top. I'm not overlining my lips. I've showed this to you before in my videos, which my clients would sit in my makeup chair and request this actual technique. They're like, can you please do my lips like you did last time? And you know, it became really like, it was funny because everybody would always ask me to do this kind of technique on them. And I love it because it just makes a powderier lip. Even if you have really thin lips, ladies, just give that top part where it looks really natural. You're not overlining, but everyone can do this technique. I'm gonna go in with Sanjo. This is just a nude high gloss lipstick. I'm not going in with matte. I don't want to do matte, and I'm actually gonna gloss it up after. So you'll see this is really a nude lip, but I'm going to take this beautiful plumping lip gloss from Ever. I just got this. I bought this the other day and it just came yesterday. It's called Blush Nude, and I'm going to just take it and top it on my Sanjo. Get a little pinky nude in there. I love that kind of blushed nude pink. Really looks pretty with this look. And then we're gonna just take down the hair and it's all gonna come together. So if you're not using Velcro curlers, ladies, you are really missing out. Really inexpensive, giving you volume. My mom uses them, and actually she's the one that really turned me on to them. She has thinner hair and it gives her that wave, it gives her volume, and that's why she always uses them. So I love this look. It's a little bit different than what we usually do. Get outside your box, ladies. You can do this last quarter. I want you to feel that you can get messy. You can say, oh, you know what? Those colors are too dark that Nikol uses, but I'm gonna use my favorite colors and I'm gonna do some of her techniques. That's what I want for you, ladies. So Monday's video is going to be great. It is 10 easy steps to do your makeup. I'm gonna show you 10 easy steps. They're not tips per se, they're just steps. So you can always know how to do your makeup, what steps to follow, and how to get that beautiful look at the end. Then on Friday, so a week from today, we're gonna meet back here and I'm going to take off all this makeup. I'm gonna show you my nighttime routine. So we're gonna get unready with me and I cannot wait. So ladies, until my next video, I'll see you later.